T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast. T&D Sports Video Productions presents the Catholic High School Athletic Association Boys State Semifinal. Tonight, it is the Red Storm from St. John's Prep taking on the Titans of Holy Trinity High School. Hi, everyone, and welcome to SUNY Old Westbury for our Catholic League State Semifinal. My name is Mike Trezza, joined once again by the coach, Mike Gadone. And Mike, let's talk about this St. John's Prep team. Comes in 23-4 and beat everyone in the city this year.
They have, and they haven't backed off of anybody. They've peaked at the right time. I mean, when you've only lost 4 games, it's kind of hard to say that they've peaked, but they've played well from beginning to end. Coach John Kiggins is really excited about this team. He's worked them hard, and they've come almost from nowhere in a couple of years to here they are in state semifinals.
And their leading scorer, Mike, is the guy who led the whole city in scoring at over 23 a game, and that is number 2, Richard Fernandez. You see him right there.
Richard Fernandez out of Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic. You can see he's already locked into this game. When you can score like that against the city's best, you are one of the best.
Holy Trinity, Mike, they come in with a similar record. They couple good wins in the postseason for them under new coach Steve Ganous. They come in with a similar 22-4 mark on the season. The Kings of Long Island this year.
Yeah, and again, strong strength of schedule in the Catholic League here on Long Island when you're talking about Chaminade, St. Anthony's, and those teams, and as well as the other ones that they played in their schedule, top-notch, evenly styled 2 teams tonight.
And when you talk about their spotlight player, Mike, you talk about a kid who averaged a little over 17 during the regular season, but for the past 2 playoff games has averaged over 28, and that is Tristan Thomas.
When you can do that in the playoffs, when everyone is keying in on you, that means that you are one big-time scorer. Tristan Thomas out of Elmont, the senior. Look for him, again, to have a big night. They'll probably try to lock him down early, but will be quite the challenge for St. John's Prep.
The city's best takes on Long Island's best. We'll be back with the opening tip-off and all the action right after this on T&D Sports Video Productions.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Pumps it inside to Kieran. Kieran launches the great G-hit. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory.
Williams top of the key. Williams attacks right, spins, kicks it out. Chris Williams fakes, drives, and throws it down! Chris Williams with the right hand. View tries baseline, stops, kicks it out. Taylor left corner 3. Bottom! Big time delivery from James Taylor Jr. Moore at half court, poised for the tie! No good! And St. John the Baptist is moving on to the championship.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Pumps it inside to Kieran. Kieran launches for three. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory. Right now, for player introductions, let's go over to our PA announcer, Thomas Gamba.
And now, the starting lineup for the St. John's Prep. Let's score. At guard, a junior, number 2, Richard Hernandez. At guard, a senior, number 10, Davon Bryant. At guard, a senior, number 12, Nikhil Nagy. At forward, a senior, number 13, Miles Perry. And at guard, a sophomore, number 24, Troy Kodos. The head coach of the Red Storm in his 8th season, John Higgins. And now, the starting lineup for the Holy Trinity Titans. At guard, a junior, wearing 0, Ryan Reed. At forward, a junior, number 2, Manny Hernandez. At guard, a senior, number 3, Jacob Busoga. At guard, a junior, number 10, Miles Reed. And at forward, a senior, number 22, Tristan Thomas. The head coach of the Titans in his first season.
There you have it, Mike. The starting lineups for St. John Prep. They'll start with Fernandez, Bryant, and Nagy in the backcourt, along with Trifonos and Perry up front. For Holy Trinity, they'll start with the Reed brothers in the backcourt, along with Verzosa. Up front, it's Thomas and Ayeye.
Should be an interesting mix right off the bat here, Mike, with two up-tempo styles. Very cozy gym here at the Clark Center on the campus of SUNY Westbury. So not a big difference. These teams are used to playing in bigger arenas. Both teams looking excited to get out here tonight.
Taking a quick look at our officials. Jeff Harris is our lead official. He's joined by Corey Powell and Steve McDade. coaching matchup. As we mentioned, John Kagan's now in his 8th year. Steve Ganous in his 1st year at the helm at Trinity. Tip is up, and it's controlled by St. John Prep. They're in the red. They will go from right to left here in the first. Bryant hands off Trifonos. Right corner it goes. For Nagy, he loses it, taken away by Thomas.
Looks like he pulled up a little lame. Hopefully it's just a quick little cramp.
Around the horn goes Trinity. Reed trying to find his brother. He can't. Back the other way is Fernandez. Fernandez with a spin move is stripped. Verzos is ahead of the pack. He lays it in.
Early 2-0 lead off the quick steal. You can see the speed of Holy Trinity in transition.
Trinity grabs a quick 2-0 lead. A minute into the game. Bryant directs traffic with the left as he dribbles with the right. Trifonos was open momentarily. He's in the lane. He puts up a floater. Can't get it to go. Miles Reed is back the other way. Up top for Ryan Reed. Thomas, first touch for him. Ryan from deep, off the mark. Trifonos is back the other way. Fernandez looking for help from Bryant. Gets a pick from Perry. Bryant off the glass, can't get it to go. Ryan Reed showing the speed. A yay. Thomas follows, but can't get it home.
Both teams with a little bit of the jitters here early on. Understandable. Only a 2-0 lead here with about 2.5 gone.
State semifinal. The winner on their way up to the Buffalo region this weekend. We'll talk more about that as this game unfolds.
Holy Trinity face guarding Richard Fernandez.
Fernandez fade away from the corner. And it's rebounded by Miles Reed ahead to Ryan. Ryan on the drive, banks it in.
Nothing better to get rid of those jitters than a solid take to the basket.
That's Trinity's game, Mike. They have to slash to the basket.
St. John's Prep content just to run some clock here, get some motion action, find the best shot.
Bryant, nice look inside. To Perry, he's bottled up by a yay. Here's Reed. Again, he lays it in.
It's going to be a tough night inside for St. John's Prep if they can't score here early.
Quick 6-0 advantage for Trinity. 4.5 left in the opening quarter. Fernandez looking for room against the Defensive Player of the Year, Miles Reed, and Reed gives him nothing.
5-second count there. You can see that's a little out of character for Fernandez. He's frustrated that he's been guarded so tightly and hasn't had a chance to really get it off a solid shot yet.
The Reed brothers, known for their defense, they will get in your uniform. Thomas banks it in.
Probably going to go one more possession here, I would think, St. John's Prep without a sub, and they're going right to the bench, as we mentioned, right here.
Bryant with a spin, gives it up. Trifonos, his three won't go. Bryant keeps it alive. His shot won't work. Ripped off the boards by Miles Reed. 3.5 left in the first. Trinity up 8-0. Here's Thomas. Yes, sir!
From deep. That's going to be a quick timeout right there. Coach John Kiggins, he knows what's going on. A little frustrated with his team, both defensively and offensively. You see here, deep three right there from Tristan Thomas to put him up 11. St. John's Prep yet to get on the board, Mike.
Thomas, a 6'3" forward out of Elmont, headed to Malloy next year to play for his old coach, Joe Conifrey, as is Jagger Verzosa, so he's going to get 2 for the price of 1.
There you go, and a natural pipeline at this moment from Holy Trinity over to Malloy. Expect St. John's Prep here out of this timeout, run their solid, best offense, get the ball inside, play a little inside out, at least get to the free throw line if possible. I'd be surprised if you see any kind of deep shots or anything. They're settled down. They've been in this position before.
You mentioned the sub. It's number 0, John Sulai, who's in there for St. John's Prep. Coach Kiggins trying to get a little extra size on the floor. Sulai's going to rough it up, set a couple picks in there. From the right corner, it's Nagy. He scores.
Nagy with a big bucket for them to get him on the board. Let's see if this loosens them up a little bit.
Verzosa around the horn. Thomas's left wing 3 won't go. Here's a steal, Trinity. Ryan Reed. Thomas's follow, no good. Sulai pulls it down.
Brian a little out of control that last trip. He's going right back at him, though.
Ryan, fearless on the drive, and Sulai battling for position on the rebound.
You can see the toughness, as you mentioned, that Sulai brings. They were a little unhappy with the first couple possessions of Miles Perry inside. Made the quick change.
Possession arrow sends the ball to Trinity. They're up 11-2, 2 minutes left in the half.
St. John's Prep going with a little matchup zone here.
Miles Reed finds Thomas in the post. Left-handed layup won't go. Sulai pulls it down. Bryant straight ahead. Off the back iron. Ayeye rebounds. Ryan Reed loses it. Strong enough to keep it and get a foul call.
Not deterred by the fact that he fell, kept the dribble alive.
St. John's Prep foul.
Almost a tie up there, Mike, but the foul. Richard Fernandez picked up his first. Prep staying in the matchup here.
1:20 left in the quarter. Verzosa launches right wing. Shots off the mark and pulled down by Nagy. Trying to get Fernandez open, but haven't been able to so far.
All credit to the Trinity defense from Ryan Reed.
Trifonos asks for a pick, gets one. And here's a steal for Verzosa. Nice dish to Ryan Reed. He can't make it count. Sulai back the other way for Bryant. Bryant out of control, but he picks up the call.
Lucky to get that call there. He's been going full speed, full time. Little hesitation dribble. Saw the lane. Drew the foul on Verzosa.
Daquan Bryant averages 16 a game. Coach calls him a hard-nosed defender.
He's got to cut down on his turnovers here a little bit. He's had 3 quick ones in this first quarter. Prep, interestingly, not putting anybody on the line. They believe in his free throw shooting.
Hits them both, and it's an 11-4 game. Trinity will try to take some time here.
Shot clock is off.
Ryan Reed trying to take some air out of the ball. Finds Miles. He's doubled on the baseline, launches anyway. Ayeye at the buzzer. His shot is no good. So we've got an 11-4 Holy Trinity lead after 1 quarter of play. We'll take a quick timeout and be back with the second quarter and all the action right after this on T&D Sports Video.
Williams, top of the key. Williams attacks right, spins, kicks it out. Chris Williams fakes, drives, and throws it down. Chris Williams with the right hand. View tries baseline, stops, kicks it out. Taylor left corner 3. Bottom! Big time delivery from James Taylor Jr. Moore at half court, poised for the tie. No good! And St. John the Baptist is moving on to the championship.
Pumps it inside to Kieran. Kieran launches for 3. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory. Ready for the second quarter of play from here at the Clark Center on the campus of SUNY Old Westbury. Mike Trezza, Mike Adone on hand, along with our T&D Sports Video crew to bring you this one. All Trinity in that first quarter, Mike.
St. John's Prep needs to get Richard Fernandez, the leading scorer, going here in this quarter. Oh, nicely done.
Backdoor cut. Fernandez puts it in.
See, that's what you do. When you're overplayed and denied, you just take a backdoor. Wonderful feed right there by Brian for the 2.
11-6, Trinity on top. Thomas looking inside, now backs up on the dribble to his left. Brazosa guarded tightly by Bryant. Here's Thomas, left wing 3 for Yeye, I should say.
Oh yeah, he's stepping out. That's the danger with the matchup. 2 guys in one area can leave somebody open. Ayeye puts it in.
Fernandez has Ryan Reed on him this trip. Gets a pick from Sulai. Nagy, Trafonos. His 3 is short, but offensive board from Nagy. His shot is off the mark, and it's rebounded by Thomas. Reed is stripped on his way to the basket. Here's Bryant, like a flash of lightning.
That is some fast play right there. Once he gets in the open court and gets even a little bit of opening, he's gone.
The Trinity players are quick, but Bryant on that play.
He seems to be the quickest on the court. But I think overall quickness to Trinity, as you mentioned.
Ayeye looks inside. Now posts up Sulai. Back out for Zosa. No good. Nagy with the board for St. John Prep. Bryant in the spin cycle, trying to get it inside to Sulai, and that ball sails out of bounds.
Bryant almost too quick at times for his own good. He's a half, as you said, on the spin right there.
Shorts to 0. John Sulai. That's his first. Team's first.
Sulai picks up the foul and has a seat, replaced by Miles Perry. Perry started.
He got an earful on the bench, Mike, and we'll see if that fires him up a little bit here.
Backdoor slam jam. A yay has this crowd saying yay, yay.
Fantastically executed play off of that 2-3 from the backside. St. John's Prep lost the player, had no idea what was going on, and the flush.
16-8. Trinity has doubled St. John Prep in the early going. 5-1-6 left in the second. Trinity crowd behind us getting loud. Tries to find Nagy underneath.
You can see here, great alley-oop play from the backside. Weak side defense had no idea what was going on. And aye with the flush. Aye, sir. Not only a well-executed play, but as you said, Mike, got the crowd involved.
Trinity, bit of a weave. A yay's open for three, and he drains it.
Might have to come out of this zone if they're going to keep shooting like that.
19-8, 4.5 left in the second.
Trinity starting to find the range. St. John's Prep still out of sync on the offensive end.
Here's Fernandez, floats one up and drops it in.
Once he got the step, Mike, he was able to hang in the air, took a little bit of a bump, and got it down.
Good find of Miles Reed on the baseline by Berzosa.
I think that foul's on Fernandez. I think that's going to be his second.
St. John's Prep foul, charge to number 10, Daquan Bryant. That's his first.
Got lucky on that one.
Second, Miles Reed at the line for Holy Trinity, shooting 2.
Miles, as I mentioned, the twin brother of Ryan Reed, Defensive Player of the Year. Mike averages 6.5 a game, 4.5 rebounds a game for a guard.
Nice when you can have those numbers and be able to lock down the best player on the other team.
(20-10), Trinity on top. 4:10 left before halftime. Bryant behind the back dribble. Nagy banks it in.
Nice swing to the other side, attacked the glass, didn't settle for the outside shot. Didn't need to with that kind of speed to the basket.
Ryan Reed slashes to the basket, can't get the basket down, but gets the foul call. That's going to go on Perry.
Prep having difficulty keeping the ball on the perimeter. Ryan Reed taking advantage.
Ryan Reed in line for Holy Trinity, shooting 2.
Check it, foul goes on Nagy. Reed at the line, hits the first one. Ryan Reed averages 4.5 himself. 4.5 assists, I should say, 12 points a game. First sub for Trinity into the game is Carter Dean, number 11. Double-digit lead now for Trinity. 3.5 left in the second. Bryant gets double, gives it up just in time to Nicholas, who's now in the game for St. John Prep. Fernandez loses it, gets it back, lefty layup goes.
Big time scorer right there. Coming out of a triple team, was able to corral the ball and finish strong. You're going to see him probably even bring the ball up here a little bit more.
22-14 Trinity. 3 minutes left to play before halftime. Fast-moving first half. Here's a steal. Bryant ahead of the pack. Can't get it down.
Great follow.
The follow by Nicholas won't go. Here comes a yay. Across the court to Ryan Reed. Slashes in, but leaves the ball behind. Sulai cleans the glass.
Gonna settle it down now, run a set.
20 on the shot clock. Here comes Bryant. He's blocked by Thomas.
There's a scrum right there, but that's a good call. Miles Reed with the foul. Surprised they didn't have a held ball, Mike. They let them play quite a bit.
Bryant to Nagy. Nagy up top. Trifonos. Back to Nagy for three. Off the side of the rim.
St. John's Prep yet to find the range from outside. They got to knock a couple of those down to loosen up the defense just a little bit.
A minute 40 left in the half. 15 to shoot for the Titans.
Prep back to the man-to-man.
Carter Dean in the corner. Ryan Reed out of control shot, but he puts it through.
Now that's a tough shot. Shot clock down to 0. Circus shot from 3.
25-14.
St. John's Prep looking a little deflated here at the moment. Still a lot of time left.
Fernandez off the front of the iron. Ryan Reed. Now it's Miles over to his brother. .20 to shoot for the Titans. Thomas out of control, but the ball went off St. John Prep.
Tough one there. It looked to me, Mike, like it went off Trinity, but all officials concurred on that. 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Miles looking to get it into Thomas. He banks it in.
That's almost inexcusable, being able to knife through 2 defenders there. Coach Kiggins looking to his bench, incredulous right now. But he says, settle it down. Let's get another look.
27-14. 20 seconds left in the half. SJP will play for 1 right here. Fernandez on the drive.
Looks like a held ball, still possession to Prep. They got lucky, went a little early there on that, Mike, but still had the control. 7.9 seconds left. They'll go back to Perry inside. Little offense, defense. Might be a question of whose possession it is. In this situation, Mike, you always go. It's always the home book. Officials are going to try to get it right, make sure. Going to take a look here. Reed with the shot clock going down. A double clutch. Hits nothing but net. Take another look. Inside. St. John's Prep caught sleeping. Tristan Thomas was able to power it up. 5-point swing right there. When you're down 10 or down 8 and it goes to 13, those are 2 things that'll knock you for a loop right before halftime. Looks like it's Trinity's ball. St. John's Prep did. Wound up not being a jump ball. It was just out off of Prep. So says our officials.
8 seconds left for Trinity. Ryan Reed behind the back. Launches at the buzzer. Off the side of the rim, and that's the way the first half will end. So our halftime score, Holy Trinity 27, St. John Prep 14. We're back with some halftime coverage right after this on T&D Sports Video Production.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Not feeling the love after your last tennis match? We've got specialists for that. Running for the train, derail your knee? We've got specialists for that. Diving after that grounder, leaving you grounded? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Pumps it inside to Kieran. Kieran launches for three. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory. Pumps it inside to Kieran. Kieran launches for three. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Pumps it inside to Kieran. Kieran launches for three. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory. Kiernan launches for three. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Williams top of the key. Williams attacks right, spins, kicks it out. Chris Williams fakes, drives, and throws it down. Chris Williams with the right hand. View tries baseline, stops, kicks it out. Taylor left corner three. Bottom! Big time delivery from James Taylor Jr. Moore at half court, poised for the tie. No good! And St. John the Baptist is moving on to the championship.
Pumps it inside to Kiernan. Kiernan launches for three. She hits. Robinson looks for help. Priester drives, banks it home. And that's going to do it. Sacred Heart with a convincing 10-point victory. There you see a shot of the St. John Prep crowd trying to will their team back into this one, Mike, but first half was a little bit of a letdown for them. Holy Trinity up 27-14. Let's take a quick look at our scoring leaders for the first half.
Well, before we even do that, Mike, I just want to mention Trinity dominated in every facet of the game. You know, from three-point shooting to defense. It is a 13-point lead at the moment, but it's almost lucky that it's only that for St. John's Prep because they just were out of sync the whole time. But your leading scorers right now for Fernandez with 6. Not a surprise there, but 6 is low for them. Then you had Nagy with 4 and Bryant with 4, and that's your full complement for St. John's Prep. Conversely, for Holy Trinity, Ryan Reed with 9, Ayaye with 8, and Thomas with 7. Little tongue twister there for Tristan Thomas, 7.
So, you know the Kiggins family?
Yes.
Pretty well. John Kiggins became the youngest coach in the city at 22 years old. And interestingly, he told me on the phone that 8 years later, he thinks he is still the youngest coach. Youth aside, though, Mike, what can he say to his kids to get them back in this game at halftime?
Well, for a young coach, he's very, very calm on the sidelines. You can see as this half progressed and things were kind of going up and down, he never changed. Very solid, very calm, believes in his guys. So other than, hey, let's try to, open up the floor here a little bit, see if we can get some three-point shots. Look for, in this half, for Trifonis, number 24. They're going to look for him to kind of open things up from the outside, and then that'll give Fernandez some room to maneuver. He's a good shooter as well. If you're Trinity, you're just happy doing the same thing. Lock it down on the offense, on defense, push it on offense, and just play with that energy. They definitely led in the energy department, that's for sure.
St. John Prep with a little bit of a geographical disadvantage coming into this game. From Astoria is where they're located. So Bryant, though, right off the jump.
Nothing better than a quick score. It caught the clock operator by surprise. They hadn't even started the clock, Mike. Can't do any better than that, though. 4 seconds in, a quick deuce, and here we go.
Coach Kiggins told us on the phone he was going to have a little bit of a challenge getting enough fans out here. And Holy Trinity, of course, this is their backyard, Mike. They play here in Hicksville, which is right next to Old Westbury.
And now Prep going full court pressure, trying to slow Trinity down here just a bit. Good adjustment. Let's see what happens.
Miles Reed, left wing Berzosa. Thomas thought about it straight away. Berzosa changes direction, gives it up Thomas. He drives the lane, puts it in with the left, and draws the foul.
Took a huge hit from Miles Perry there and was able to finish it. There was no doubt as he turned the corner that he was going up. See if he can convert here. As you see, just takes it with the left hand. No ball screen necessary. Attacks the rim. Perry was late. Raked him across. Good answer here by Holy Trinity off that quick bucket from St. John's Prep.
Thomas at the line. Completes the three-point play, now has 10 on the game.
A huge difference inside for Holy Trinity right now, which is opening up the driving lanes as well.
Bryant for Trifonos. Here's Nagy. Nagy is knocked to the floor hard, and that foul is going to go on Thomas. Thomas tries to help him up, and the St. John Prep kids say, hey, we got it, we got it.
Trifonos on the catch, drove in. I thought he was going to pull up and hit. You can see right here, I thought he was going to take a shot. Dishes out. Could have been a call there, but then on the way up got the hit as well.
Thomas might have gotten him with the leg we saw on that replay. Nagy at the line, averages 7 a game. Senior, 5'10". Puts them both in.
And that, in turn, sets up the press for St. John's Prep.
Here's a steal by Bryant. He'll take it himself and he'll score.
Well, you can see this up-tempo defense right now has made all the difference early on here. Now we're at 10.
Berzosa, left corner. That three is no good from Ayeye. Here's Fernandez on the drive. Banks it in.
Trinity not opting for a timeout. They're just going to play it through. Perfect start for St. John's Prep in this quarter, Mike.
Giving Trinity a dose of their own medicine.
Now the St. John's Prep crowd's into it.
Ryan Reed directs traffic. Berzosa, nice look inside. Ayeye. Yes! And it counts.
That's going to be Perry again on the foul. He left his feet. Trinity doing a great job of just attacking the middle. First half off the dribble, second half a little bit different. You see another play from the foul earlier on when Nagy went. Back to an 11-point spread now.
Ayeye 11 on the game. Trinity up by 11. 5:50 to go in the third. Winner on their way upstate. Nice wraparound pass to Fernandez.
And again, another backdoor cut. They're overplaying him. He's doing a great job taking his defender high. going low and thread the needle once again.
Single-digit lead. Verzosa on the drive. Gives it up Thomas, right corner.
Timeout, Holy Trinity.
You've got a timeout by Trinity, 30-second timeout.
You know, Mike, some nice adjustments here by St. John's Prep in this third quarter early. Got the quick basket right out of halftime. Went to the full court press, got a couple of turnovers, little backdoor action. Trinity answered, but right now they want to take a quick 30, talk it over here a little bit, probably to discuss about what's going on with the press and just to settle everything down. Still up 9.
But as we talked about, it's usually the Titans of Holy Trinity who pressure to death, and St. John Prep is giving them a little bit back.
They are, absolutely. You know, Ryan Reed's done a fantastic job playing Fernandez throughout the game, but he's gotten caught a couple of times backdoor. Let's see if he defensively or if Trinity makes any kind of adjustment or just says, hey, we're just going to go at him and add a little extra help there.
Ryan Reed's been coming up big defensively in this postseason. He guarded Melo Mojid, St. Dom's top player in the semis.
Prep switching it up to that matchup zone out of the timeout. Always a smart play to switch a little defense out of a timeout. Shot clock's going to run out. Trinity didn't realize.
Shot clock violation, says Steve McDade, our off official.
Mike, it's so understated. Coming out of a timeout, if you just change defense, by the time the offense recognizes it, those things can happen even to a great team like Trinity.
So a little bit of a mental mistake there for the Titans. They haven't had many. Here's Bryant, dances his way in and draws contact.
Interesting. Looked like a potential travel, or I thought he might get an offensive foul call, but they gave him the call.
Foul, charge to number 2, Manny Ayeye. That's his first.
Ayeye picks up his first personal. Second on the team. Bryant steps to the line. Again, Daquan Bryant just 5'7", but according to his coach, the heart of a lion.
Well, as you mentioned in the first half, Mike, Trinity might have the advantage overall speed-wise, but this is probably the quickest player on the court. And that's saying something with the Reed brothers on the other team.
Bryant, good on 2 of 2. Once again, St. John Prep pressing. Thomas quick to the basket, but the foul comes before that.
That's going to be on Fernandez.
St. John's Prep foul, charge to number 2.
His second.
Richard Fernandez. That's his second.
Trinity tried to sneak it in again, but Prep said not this time.
Trifonos has been quiet. Let's see if he tries to make some noise on this trip. He's open if Bryant wants him.
Too much dribble.
Fernandez on the drive. He's bottled up by Reed. Gets his own. Empty trip for St. John Prep. Ryan Reed shots off the mark. Perry boards. Bryant to Nagy.
Oh, they wanted that one big time.
Almost had it. Thomas back the other way. Verzosa, right corner 3.
Huge answer right there. Such a tough spin out, but Prep right back at him. Good no call.
Shot blocked from Bryant. Back the other way. Trifonos. Fernandez thought about going one-on-one. Now wisely backs it out.
Yeah, both teams a little sloppy here in mid-third quarter. Good idea. Just pull it out and run a set.
Bryant draws the contact from Ryan Reed. He's going to pick up that foul, his second.
Little nifty behind the back dribble there to get out of pressure.
That's his first. Team's third.
Full 35 now on the shot clock. Prep can run a full set if they need to.
Trafonos creating space. Shots off the side of the rim. Verzosa cleans the glass. Fernandez pokes it away from Thomas. Under 3 minutes to go in the third.
The full court pressure from St. John's Prep is helping them quite a bit, but still, once Trinity gets the ball in the half court, still having some issues.
Yay thought about it. Now dishes off. Good find underneath to Thomas. Thomas couldn't lay it in, but draws the foul. I think that's going on Perry again.
I think you're right. Although it might have gotten Nagy there. We'll see. Yeah, it's on Nagy. So you see Trinity spreading it out. That was his second foul. Trinity doing a really nice job of being able to spread the court and getting the ball underneath.
Tristan Thomas at the line, as I said, averaged 17 a game during the regular season, but 26 against St. Dom's in the playoff and 31 against St. Mary's.
Anytime he's catching the ball inside, it's either two or he's on the line.
Can't roll the second one in. Bryant, smallest guy on the floor, gets the rebound. Bit of a weed for St. John Prep. Dish inside to Perry. Perry nearly lost it, but we got a foul called on Trinity.
A little bit of a bailout there. Prep has got to continue to try to get the ball inside.
Verzosa picks up his second personal. Again, they're all over Fernandez. And they take it away.
Prep looking for a foul call, but no such luck. And no luck right there. That was very clean. So you can see Coach Kiggins is asking for the same thing on the other side.
Approaching 2 minutes to play in the third. Too easy for Thomas.
Too easy. Definitely a little bit distracted there coming up was St. John's Prep defensively.
13-point lead is the biggest of the game. Put back by Perry goes. We've got a timeout call by Coach Kiggins. Full timeout. We'll step away and be back with more after this. Trinity up by 11.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Sulai back on the floor for St. John Prep. Perry takes a seat.
Looks like we're going to have a quick whistle here. There's blood on Tristan Thomas. Have to take care of that right away.
He doesn't want to come out. Wants to see if they can do a quick patch job.
Looks like it's just going to be a Band-Aid. Not sure Coach Kiggins is a little upset right now.
Thomas stays in the game. Coach Kiggins has his say with our lead official, Jeff Harris.
Not quite sure what that was about. Had something to do with the timeout, though.
They feed the post for Thomas. Back out for Zosa for three. Too strong. Fernandez is going to take it 1-on-2.
And he's going to get the N1 on that. Trinity looking for the charge, but no such luck on that.
Holy Trinity foul.
Finally, Mike, Prep was able to get a stop and another score. It seems like Trinity's been answering every single time that Prep was making a little bit of a run, but now it's a 9-point game. Could be an 8-pointer. Just under 1:10 left in this third quarter.
Miles Reed thought he got there in time, but the official said no, still moving.
Was close, but I agree with that call.
Here's Ryan Reed. Verzosa in the corner. Back up top to Miles. Good ball movement, Titans. Verzosa fires away. Sulai cleans the glass.
Came in during that timeout for defense and rebounding, and he's done it.
Here's Bryant. He floats it in.
Trinity going to hold for one, it looks like. Basically a 1-second difference on the shot clock. Prep trying to cause the tempo.
A little bit of a press, then they back off of it, down to 20 seconds left. 1 second differential, game and shot. Down to 13. Ryan Reed wants that ball. Gives it to his brother. Verzosa, left corner three. Too strong at the buzzer. And we've got a good one at the end of three. Trinity leads St. John Prep 39-33. We're back with the fourth and all the action right after this.
Williams, top of the key. Williams attacks right, spins, kicks it out. Chris Williams fakes, drives, and throws it down. Chris Williams with the right hand. View tries baseline, stops, kicks it out. Taylor left corner three. Bottom! Big time delivery from James Taylor Jr. Moore at half court, poised for the tie. No good! And St. John the Baptist is moving on to the championship.
We've got much more action coming your way as soon as the spring sports season starts. We'll have plenty of girls and boys high school lacrosse. We've got girls flag football coming your way, as well as the National Public Safety Football League, men's football, and New York Rise women's softball coming your way this summer. So plenty of action coming your way here on T&D. Right now, start of the fourth quarter in this state semifinal. Mike Trezor, Mike Adone on hand. Trinity up by 6, looking to extend. Here's Thomas, blocked by Sulai.
Able to keep control, though, is Trinity. Excellent defense, though, right there. Still staying in the 2-3.
Yay. Yes, sir.
He's come up again with another huge shot out of that 2-3 zone. Trinity with the answers. Aye, sir.
Bryant, shot was halfway down but wouldn't go. Trinity up by 9. Just underway, fourth quarter. Thomas for 3. Shots off the mark. Sulai with the rebound.
Going to get a foul in the open court. Trinity coaching staff not happy with that one. would have probably been okay with a no call.
Holy Trinity foul charged to number 10, Miles Reed. That's his third.
His third for Miles Reed. Don't want to pick up those cheapies right there, but he still has 2 in the bag.
Coach Canoose not in love with that call. Bryant guarded tightly. Trifonos tries the 3. That shot's no good.
That's his spot right there, and his shot just off the mark. If he can get hot in this quarter, it's going to make a huge difference for St. John's Prep.
Berzosa. Not enough juice on that shot. A Yeye shot won't go. Bryant back the other way, loses control.
Can't be doing that off the transition with numbers.
Good backdoor cut for Berzosa.
Berzosa, excellent finish right there.
Trinity up double digits again. They pumped it up to an 11-point lead. Fernandez.
Tried to generate contact, Mike, instead of going up straight. Didn't get the call. Now with Trinity can extend the lead even further, up 11.
Didn't get the call or the shot.
No, sir.
5:45 left in the game. St. John Prep needs stops. Thomas in the lane, and Zulai gets called for that foul.
Tough foul right there. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. When you're late in the clock like that and down 11 and a 35-second shot clock, that's the last thing you want to do is give them a fresh clock.
Zulai gave him a few good minutes, and now Miles Perry is back in there in the middle.
They need Perry's offense for sure, and hopefully he can hold it down on the defensive and rebounding end. Man-to-man now for St. John's Prep.
Makai Reeves in the game for the first time and making things happen. He draws contact.
Looks like it's going to be on Perry. He went right at him.
St. John's Prep foul charged to number 13, Miles Perry. That's his third. Team second.
His third, team second. 5 minutes left. Not too much of a worry right there, foul-wise. But you can't have this trip to the foul line each time and let them extend the lead. As you said, Mike, they need points and stops.
Makai Reeves good on 2 of 2. Sophomore swingman.
Looks like they're going to get Ryan Reed on this one. Tough call. Both going for the ball. Doing a fantastic job on Daquan Bryant. Trying to take him out.
That looked like a bit of a wrestling match broke out there.
It's a tough call because you have both players going for the loose ball. Going to get him again, though.
So Ryan picks up 2 in a row. That's his third.
Holy Trinity foul.
Was out of range on the play, Mike, but off the ball. They set a little down screen for Bryant. Reed held up. They're going to switch off now. All over him.
Fernandez can't get any room. Now he does, and he puts it in.
Fantastic step through. Coach Kagan screaming for them to come up and press.
46-35, Trinity on top. They've led wire to wire. Reeves, his 3 from the corner is no good. Bryant quickly back the other way.
Looks like it's going to be underneath.
Holy Trinity foul charged to number 2, Manny Ayala.
I thought he was going up.
That's his second. Team's fourth.
Second on a Yeye.
You can see here taking it up. Looked like he was in his shooting motion, but official called it on the ground.
Fernandez finally just has to throw it off a player. And that's saying that ball's going to Holy Trinity.
He tried to throw it off the Trinity players. Looked like it hit him on the way out. Pleading for the call for the lead official.
I'd like to take another look at that one
Yeah,
myself.
I would as well. That, if this was college, that might be a challenge.
Here's Fernandez on the steal.
Got to be under control now.
Spinning. Hands off to Nagy's block. Fernandez puts it in.
Big time bucket. Cuts the lead to 9.
Ayeye wanted to take it against Perry, but smartly backed it out.
Pull it out, run the clock. No rush, up 9.
Thomas with the handoff to Ryan Reed. He's got Nagy all over him, and Nagy commits the foul.
St. John's Prep foul, charged to number 12, Nikhil Nagy.
That's his third. Stepped in right there.
Fans on both sides of the gym getting a little vocal now.
Prep staying man-to-man on this trip.
Nice backdoor cut. Berzosa is blocked by Perry, and Berzosa traveled.
One of the few times tonight that Trinity has gotten the ball inside and not been able to either convert or get a quick 3 outside. Instead, the turnover.
Beautiful find, though, by Reed. 9-point lead for Trinity. Trafono's trying to make something happen. He loses the ball. Ryan Reed can't make the layup, but for Zosa, offensive board. Miles Reed, his shot won't go, gets his own.
Oh. Coach Ganous is saying, guys, let's pull it out. Relax. Nowhere to go here.
I mentioned earlier, Mike, Coach Kiggins, again, despite being about 30 years old, is in his 8th year at St. John Prep.
Had all sorts of situations. Nothing new for him here. This timeout, in my opinion, actually helps St. John's Prep. With the clock running, for them to stop it on their own and let Prep set up the defense. Trinity playing into this a little bit, but you know what? Can also look at it the other way and say, hey, let's slow things down because it was getting a little ragtag there. So these coaches know their teams. And as you mentioned, Coach Kiggins in his 8th season, just barely scratching 30 years old and newly married. This is a big year for him.
And if you were he, would you continue to turn the heat up defensively?
You have to. The one thing you have is you do have a foul to give. And at this point in the game, you got to watch it. Under 3 minutes, you can go for a quick one here and then play it out. But if you sit back with this 35-second shot clock, we did 2 girls' games last night. 30-second clock makes such a difference. In boys with 35, that extra 5 seconds really is an advantage.
Yeah, it's kind of counterintuitive. You
It
would
is.
think it would be the other way around.
Absolutely. I think they should be square rules either way. But that's another discussion for another time.
Meanwhile, it's Trinity by 9. Ryan Reed, a little bit out of control. Trafonos rebounds. Bryant tries to lay it in, draws contact on his way to the rack.
Thought he was going to kick it out there. They had Fernandez wide open on the three-point line.
Ayeye picks up his 3rd, and Bryant is headed to the line. Bryant's been good at the line. I don't think he's missed so far.
Best case scenario on that trip, Mike. 2 free throws, clock stops on this make. Should it be one, they're going to look to set up the press again. But then out of it, do they go man or do they sit back in zone? That's going to be the question.
Bryant again good on 2 of 2. Bryant harassing Reed all the way up the floor. Ryan Reed to Thomas, banks it in.
Great under control play there from Reed with the dish to Thomas. Broke pressure.
Risky pass cross court to Perry. Trifonos goes up top, Fernandez.
Under 2 minutes now, Mike, 9-point lead.
Fernandez won't be denied.
St. John's Prep looking for the N1. No such luck.
Believe that's going on Verzosa, and if it is, that's his third.
Holy Trinity foul. Charge to number 3, Jagger Verzosa. That's
Good-
his third.
good call,
St.
Mike.
John's Prep is in the bonus. Richard Fernandez at the line for St. John's Prep.
More importantly, 5 team fouls, so St. John's Prep will be shooting the rest of the way. Fernandez at the line can't get the first one down. Boy, that hurts.
That does hurt. But if he gets the second, it's going to set up the defense. If you're going to make one, it's got to be that second one at least.
One out of 2 on that trip. It's an 8-point game. Just under 2 minutes to play in the game. Verzosa is hounded, gets it cross court. Nice look inside, and that shot is blocked, but we've got a goaltending.
Yeah, good call right there. Another great backdoor cut.
Let's take a look, Mike.
Fantastic look right there from Ryan Reed to the back door. Ball went up off the glass. Good call.
50-40. 10-point lead, 1:37. Here's Bryant. Tries to float it in, gets his own, and is rejected. Thomas.
Here you go. See, got his own rebound. Looks like I with that block, Mike. Man on the spot. Look for Prep to score and call a quick timeout here if possible.
Fernandez straight away. Little too strong on that shot, and Trinity's back the other way.
Got to give one here. There it is.
Ryan grabs Miles Reed. Miles with the smile.
Yeah, they had to give one right there. Next one will put him in the bonus. Prep has to go man-to-man, cannot sit back in his zone. Minute 18 down 10, need a turnover or force a quick shot. Trinity, though, is going to work it.
Ayeye stops and holds. Verzosa backs it out.
Smart basketball.
1 minute to play in the game. Trinity by 10.
You know, Mike, if you're going to give a foul, you can't do it with 12 seconds left on the shot clock. You got to do it immediately. And that puts them on the line.
At that point, you might as well try to force them
Exactly.
into a bad shot.
Yeah, amen. You might as well just let it play out.
Thomas at the line for Holy Trinity.
Thomas at the line. True on the first one.
Trinity's played a very, very smart game so far. Not that St. John's Prep hasn't, but there's been 1 or 2 mental hiccups here and there that's helped extend this lead over 10 with under a minute to play. It's going to be a tough, monumental charge here.
Nicholas back in the game for St. John Prep. Get a little more three-point shooting on the floor.
Chance of MVP going out for Tristan Thomas right now.
Thomas was the MVP in the league championship game.
You see why. Got to go.
11-point lead. Bryant a little too much of a hurry. Got a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with St. John Prep.
Lucky to retain possession there.
Trifonos is going to trigger it in. See if they can get a quick three off here. Fernandez does just that, but I think his shot got blocked.
Yeah, I think he got a little bit of a piece.
Here's Thomas. Thomas draws the foul on Fernandez.
I think he was looking to throw it down on that one. Mike Fernandez got back quickly. Great outlet pass. Richard Fernandez could do nothing other than just reach at it. If he makes these, it's pretty much academic.
Thomas, as I mentioned, at 31 against St. Mary's, 26 against St. Dom's. In the Long Island final, was named MVP of that game. Hits one of two. Now Prep has to fire away. Fernandez from deep. Shots off the mark. Ayeye pulls it down.
That's going to do it, Mike. No shot, no foul necessary. Not sure why Prep was fouling there. Really no need.
It's going to go on Brian, his second.
More frustration probably than anything. You know, when you have these two teams playing the schedules they have deep here in March. Good news for St. John's Prep, though, is their season is not over. They will continue on with city playoffs.
And for Holy Trinity, they're going to go upstate for the winner of Nichols versus St. Joe's Collegiate and Canisius versus St. Mary's of Lancaster.
I hear Buffalo's very nice this time of year, Mike. But you know what? If you're playing ball for a state championship, it's very nice no matter what.
Down to 10 seconds. Fernandez at the buzzer. Now he drains the three. And that's going to do it. Holy Trinity is headed upstate to play for the state championship. They defeat St. John Prep by a score of 53-43. We're back in just 30 seconds to wrap this one up.
Williams, top of the key. Williams attacks right, spins, kicks it out. Chris Williams fakes, drives, and throws it down. Chris Williams with the right hand. View tries baseline, stops, kicks it out. Taylor left corner three. Bottom! Big time delivery from James Taylor Jr. Moore at half court, poised for the tie. No good! And St. John the Baptist is moving on to the championship.
Once again, the final score from here at SUNY Old Westbury. Holy Trinity 53, St. John's Prep 43. Let's take a look, Mike Cadone, at how it happened.
So really, Holy Trinity leading from wire to wire. Points for tonight. When you look at number 22, Tristan Thomas, 20 on the evening, did a little bit of everything defensively and offensively. Also for Holy Trinity, number 2, Emmanuel Ayaye, 15, couple of threes in big spots. Leading scorer for St. John's Prep was their leading guy, Richard Fernandez, with 15, and Daquan Bryant chipped in with 13. But that was really the story. Not much bench scoring or others scoring out of that, team effort there for St. John's Prep. And you could see that was the deal for Trinity. Let those two have it a little bit, shut everybody else down, and that was really the key to the game.
St. Anthony's won the state last year. This year, it's Holy Trinity with an opportunity to do just the same this weekend.
Very impressive game from Holy Trinity. You know, this time of year, not a lot of time to prepare for teams you haven't seen. Solid game plan. They were able to withstand scoring. Pressure defense found the back doors, you know, more often than not. And again, as we said, IIA hit some big threes. Anytime that St. John's Prep made even the slightest run, Mike, Holy Trinity had the answer.
So that's going to do it from here. Don't forget, folks, we've got upcoming action coming your way this spring. As soon as spring sports gets underway, we'll have plenty of lacrosse, both boys and girls, coming your way. We've got high school flag football on the girls' side. We've got professional football, cops and firemen, and the National Public Safety Football League. That's always a lot of fun. And then this summer, we've got New York Rise professional women's softball from Hofstra. So that's going to do it. Where once again, the final score, Holy Trinity 53, St. John Prep 43. Gives us a moment to tell you that our producer, director of T&D Sports is numero uno, Tommy Bruno. Our technical director, Jamie the Genius Burkhardt. Our camera operators, Dave, Camera One Stempel, and the Kanga, Christian Rue. For everyone here on our crew, including my partner, Mike Gadone, this is Mike Trezor, thanking you for watching. We will see you this spring.